Salutations, my name is Summer and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. And here's Sylvie, my Sylvie Roo. I wanted you to see Mayfair was just up top with Fenchurch. Fenchurch is still up there, but I'm not sure where Mayfair went. Oh, there's Randall. Anyway, today I want to talk about what I'm currently reading, what I've read. I didn't do this last week, so there's quite a few audiobooks that I'd like to talk about. I didn't do this last week because one of the audiobooks sent me down to a dark, deep hole for a couple days. So anyway, but I feel like I can talk about it now. Anyway, yeah. So also I want to talk about two videos I watched. The first one was Lukash, Cruel Reader's Thesis. He did a video called How Fast Do I Read? And I really enjoyed it. I'll link it down below. And then Courtney Ferriter, I want to say is how you pronounce her last name. She says she's everyone's Jewish mother. That should be her channel name. Anyway, she did a response video called Should You Care About Reading Faster or something like that. Anyway, I'll link both of their videos down below because I really enjoyed them, and it really got me thinking because I know I'm a slow reader, but I never really knew how slow. Oh, here's May. I never really knew how slow I was. And so last night I timed myself, the 3 books that I'm reading. So I'm reading The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. And these were each for an hour long reading. And I did have some interruptions with cats coming up that I needed to pet or running down to the bathroom or whatever. Those things that you do while you're reading. So anyway, for the hour that I read The Magic Mountain, I got 14 pages done. So it's slow going for me. I'm on page 264. I'm enjoying it. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. It's just going really slow. I just read it at a slow pace. I don't know. And so the second book I was reading is Winter Dance by Gary Paulson. I love Gary Paulson. I am loving this book. I don't know if in school you had to read Hatchet, but I think that's a trilogy. And he has a bunch of other books, and I'm loving it. So anyway, an hour of reading, I got 37 pages done. So I was reading that a little bit faster. And then the last one that I was doing this, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. And for the hour that I was reading this, I read 21 pages. So I don't know. And I was really tired by the time I got to War and Peace because it was, after 3 hours of reading and it was late. So yeah, but it's funny because how fast I read them is also the order of how much I'm enjoying them. So the one I was reading the fastest is Winter Dance by Gary Paulson. And this one, out of the 3, if I had to choose, I'm loving this one the most. It's nonfiction. It's about Gary Paulson is training himself to race the Iditarod. Anyway, there's a lot of things about connections with nature, and I love it. But also, I have to say, look at this print, and my grandma right here. Look at that. So, of course, I'm going to be reading that faster than some of the others. But yes, I'm enjoying both The Magic Mountain and War and Peace. I have to say, I like I don't know. I have to say I like War and Peace so far more than The Magic Mountain. even though I do like both of them. So it was funny that I had read 14 pages an hour of this and 21 pages in an hour of reading this, because this print is tiny. This print, I feel like it's pretty tiny also. It's pretty small. So I just found that interesting how I was reading War and Peace faster than the Magic Mountain. But I was not surprised that Winter Dance was going fast because I just wasn't. Okay, so here's some things I finished. Oh, by the way, if you watch either one of their videos that I linked down below, let me know what you thought of them or how fast you read, if you're a fast reader, slow reader. And Courtney's video was interesting. Well, they both were really interesting, talking about, do you wish you read faster? Or, just asking questions about your reading speed and stuff. And I said, I get jealous of Steve Donahue sometimes because I want to read all the books and I want to read them all right now. And Steve seems to be living the dream of, of doing that. So, anyway, I finished Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. This one surprised me because it was very dark. I don't feel like this is a spoiler, but because you find out within 20 pages that a child is murdered. Agatha Christie, how could you? So it had that kind of darkness to it in a way of somebody's killing a child, somebody killed a child, and I never know who it is. Well, I haven't read all that many Agatha Christie's, but each time I have an idea, but then I'm not for sure. So Agatha Christie, I always enjoy her books. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about it and get it out of the way. Because this is the book that destroyed me, and it was really rough. Separated by Jacob Saboroff. He's a NBC News and MSNBC News correspondent. This is about them separating the children from the parents at the border. When families come over here to seek asylum, the adults were being arrested and charged for like 2 or 3 things, and the children were taken. I have such a hard time with people who don't see everybody as people, like equal. We're all equal. And I just, this book just upset me in so many different ways. I cried and cried listening to this. I feel like if people need our help, then we should help them. I mean, I just hate what the United States seems to have become. And I know that this isn't sudden. I mean, the United States have done some really horrible things throughout the years. And I just want us to be a country of people that I can say I'm proud of. And lately, it hasn't felt that way. Also, the idea of having a job that you can't stand up and say, this is wrong. I couldn't imagine. So when they separated the children and when they had the babies in a certain building or whatever, they had told the people working to like feed them and change their diapers, but don't comfort them. Don't hold them and comfort them if they're crying. And I just think, how could you work for somebody? How could you hear babies or children crying for their parents and not feel something and not want to show them some love. It just upset me so much. And I'm still upset about it. I still don't know. I mean, I haven't looked in to see. It's like they made it so that everything was lost. The lists, they didn't even keep track of who belonged with who, or where people were, where the kids were going and where the parents were going. Well, they were just deporting the parents or incarcerating them. And I just feel like, I guess I've never had a job where I couldn't just say, I'm not, this is wrong, I'm not doing this. So I just feel like I don't understand where people, I don't know. It's just such of a, I don't know. I just get so upset too when people say, well, if they don't want to be separated, they shouldn't come over here. Well, maybe you should read about what is happening in their lives and what's going on, because we all want to feel safe. We all want our loved ones safe. We want to be able to support our families. And I just feel like people who say that, they don't know what's going on. They just are seeing their own thing. And also, I feel like, the world, success, money, is not like a pie, you know, where there's only 8 pieces in a pie. Life's not like that. Everybody could be taken care of. There's my rant about separated. I was like sheltered, separated. It was a good book. One thing that I was upset with, well, with everything, but they don't address what happened to the girls. Talks about the men and tiny bit about women. Talks about the babies and the little ones, but he didn't really address the girls, which makes me even more upset. So, something I loved was How to Fly in 10,000 Easy Lessons by Barbara Kingsolver. This is only like 2 hours long. It's a collection of poetry. It is beautiful. I love her writing. I thought this was wonderful. And she's the narrator. I love it when the authors read their own books. I DNF'd this. I am done with Hannah Swenson. I'm so negative. I feel like I'm so negative today. But yeah, this is like the 26th book in a series. Oh, it's Christmas Cupcake Murder by Joanne Fluke. I kind of feel like Joanne Fluke is kind of just done with this series. It's the same old thing between the same two guys. She finds a dead body, which is when she didn't find it. I DNF'd it. So there wasn't a dead body yet. But I just feel like they're just so irritating. And all the things, it's just not realistic at all. I mean, a cop is not going to come to you because you're the best at solving murders, because it's 26 books and you've found a dead body every single time, every single book. And my mom said, I think it's her. She's going around killing people, because who do you know has found it finds a dead body every year, which is funny. My mom can't stand the books, and she's always like, why are you listening to that? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe they'll get better. The last thing I listened to, I absolutely loved. It is The Good Lord Bird by James McBride, right? Forgot if it was McBride was his name. Yeah, and it's all hidden with all these library things. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait to watch the movie. It was about Henry Shackelford, I think was his last name. And he's a young boy, maybe 12 years old. Was born into slavery, so he doesn't know his date of birth or his birthday. He just, I guess most of, at least in this book, if you were a slave, you just celebrated with the new year, like January was your birthday. So John Brown comes into his life and mistakes him for a girl because he's wearing a potato sack. And he kidnaps him out of slavery. And it's pretty much their journey together. And it was hilarious. I mean, for a book, I did not expect a book about slavery to be funny at all because that is such of a dark, horrible subject. But this was so funny. I mean, laugh out loud funny. Yeah, and I don't know how much is true about John Brown because I don't know too much about John Brown, but oh my gosh, if any of this was true, it was great. So I love The Good Lord Bird by James McBride, and I read his other book, Deacon King Kong, and I went back and forth with if I liked it or not. So yeah, I think that's everything. I still am currently reading what I showed you already, Winter Dance by Gary Paulson, The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. And I know I'm way behind. I'm doing that with a read along, and I just know it is. I'm like way behind. And then I'm still reading War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. So. Anyway, please let me know what you're reading. I know it's a weird day to do this on a Thursday, but I just thought I was up for it. And so, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.